Hey, welcome back, Gems. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is going to be a 4th of July fire bombshell install. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make sure you follow me on all my social media at Love My Ace One. I started out getting this hair from my client. I bleached her knots, and it is Eon's Wigs. I will leave the link below. I ended up doing my braid pattern. Guys, do not mind me today. We are just kicking it in the house. Yes, mismatch and everything, but it don't matter because his hair is going to be bomb. All right. So after I got done doing her braiding pattern, I ended up sewing it in the back just so that could be a nice, flawless install. She was going on vacation, so I wanted to make sure that she looked bomb. We're going to start off by using our Got2Be glue, going around the layer, the hairline of the client's head. I'm going to be combing everything in, just making sure everything is nice and smooth and flat. And we're just going to keep moving. After you get it all done and nice and tidy, you want to make sure that you go ahead and blow dry it on cool. Blow dry for a few moments. Make sure that you use the freeze spray. I did have to edit that part out. Once I ended up doing that, I put the cap on. We went with nude since her color was a bombshell red. We all know how to make the ball cap method, but for you new girls, it's best to just take a stocking cap, cut 2 little holes around the ears, and just pop the client's ears out. That way it makes it much easier when it comes to laying the wig. You're going to have the exact parameter of your client's head or your head yourself. It all depends on whose head you're doing. Take that free spray. Make sure that you spray them them sides. Everyone knows the sides are like the hardest, so you want to make sure that you get everything nice and flat. Make sure that you have a very strong foundation. Otherwise, your wig will lift. I'm just applying it all over the hairline. And you know, me and my customer, we're just chopping it up and we're just having a good time in the process. Like I said, please don't mind the mismatch today. We were comfortable. One of my secrets is that I like to use spritz on top of using freeze spray. I like to use spritz as well to make sure that that foundation will lay nice and sturdy. In the back, I'm just going to go ahead and sew it up, close it up, make sure that I have a nice flawless install. Then we're going to go back to blow drying a little bit more. Make sure it is completely dry before you move on to any other steps, ladies. You have to make sure that that cap is dry. Otherwise, you're going to have lifting. And what I like to do is I like to make sure that I'm definitely going around by the ears and on the sides. Anything that I did not get the first go around, I just wanted you guys to see how that flawless install from the back came. We're going to go ahead and start cutting around the hairline of my client's head. Make sure that you cut as close as possible without cutting up to the person's hairline. And also too, if you have a client like mine who has what is that, a very low hairline and also have a willow's peak, I don't even try to cut around it to make it perfect. I just bring it all down where I know I'm not going to get anything on her edges. Once you get done with cutting any kind of looseness, you just want to go ahead and clip those sides, and you also want to take some Got2Be glue and free spray and just go around the parameter again. Like I stated earlier, you need a strong foundation. Otherwise, you will get lifting, guys. Then you're going to go ahead and blow dry it again on cool. Next thing from there, I did go ahead and I was taking her wig off so I can go ahead and get it pre-fitted. I don't like to just pop it on and then work my way as I go. I like to fit at least twice so I know that it's going to be nice and sturdy on my client's heads. When I seen how this was actually doing, I knew her install was going to be bomb. Literally, I was telling her, look at the camera. Like, oh my goodness, look at the camera. You don't understand. Like, your hair is going to be flawless. Your hair is going to be bomb. So with that, any adjustments that needs to be made, I'll make them right there. She said it needed to be tightened, so I'm just in the background chilling. Ew, ew, ew. Listening to music. Making any adjustments to the wig that needs to be made. And then we're going to go ahead and pre-fit it again, just so that we can make sure everything lays the way how it needs to once the glue is installed. I tell my clients, when I am installing your lace and it's time to lay it down, do not tell me to do this, do not tell me to do that. That's why we pre-fit at least 2 to 3 times before I even put the glue in your wig on. We need to do a pre-fit. And with that, I just get my client to hold the sides and I just cut off that excess lace that's there. Especially when they have smaller heads. Don't be afraid to cut it, guys. Everybody be like, no, don't cut your lace. If it's too big for your head, it's too big for your head. Cut it, ladies. Cut it. So after I got done cutting both sides, I was looking at the pre-shaping again. Just wanted to make sure everything was correct and made sure everything was good enough for my client's head. I also went ahead and just made sure any last minute adjustments, any last minute fitting that needs to be done, got done while I cut that part out in the camera. Right here, I'm just going to be installing some liquid foundation onto the cap. I used to put it on before I did the drying and all that, but I don't know. I was just trying to swing it today, I guess. I actually forgot about it. And with this, I just used some liquid foundation. It's just the CoverGirl. I think it's a 90, like a honey blonde or something like that. Either way, it matched your skin tone and it was going for the color that I needed. Scalp! Clearly, as you can see, I was happy in the video. While my client was blow drying, I was in the back cutting her lace. I know some stylists would actually like to cut the lace with it being on your head, but when you do your regular client's head so many times, you don't even need to cut it to their head because you know their hairline. I went in with some Ghost Bond. This was the original formula, and I was having a problem with this on my last video for my own wig. I started running out. Goodness. But it ended up pulling through. I was able to get one whole layer out. And then from there, I ended up having to swap and use B&B lace for the rest of it. Now, I love B&B. B&B is really good for the heat. It's good for sweating. It's really, really good, but it's super duper sticky. If you're a beginner, I would say use some Ghost Bond. Use something real nice and easy, but for a professional who knows how to take care of the stickiness and all that good stuff, you get the drift. You get the drift. So I ended up having to use my own butter knife to go ahead and smoothen that B&B. I put 2 additional layers of that on as well as the Ghost Bond, that one layer. Blow dried, and blow dried. I blow dried in total of about 3 minutes, and then I began to lay her wig. Now, ladies, when you are laying your wig, please be careful and be mindful that you don't want to squinch your face up or anything like that. I tell my customers all the time, do not move. Like, this got to be like life or death for you. Do not move. And I'm so proud of my client. She did me so well today. Face front, focus, focus. You can ask your customers to hold their sides down while you go ahead and rub it in, because that is the next part. I ended up just rubbing in that glue, working it in all the way around so that we would have no lifting. And then from there, I ended up getting the mirror. I like to show my clients at least halfway when I'm done, at least so that they can start to get the idea and don't keep asking what it looked like, what it looked like. See? And she was happy. And from there, we just kept going. After she got to see what her install was beginning to look like, it was time to blow dry yet again. And once I kept blow drying, I just wanted to make sure I got everything laid. Then I started working on her baby hairs. Sorry guys, I had to turn her where I could see instead of facing the camera that way because the artificial lights and all that was just not working for me. I went in with some mousse. One thing that I like about the baby hairs that I have learned through trial and error is to use a mascara brush. All the other ones, the toothbrush, this, the that, it does not work for me. But the mascara brush, it works for me. It works for me. I tied her edges down and I began to work on her hair. She wanted some drop curls and I was like, okay, cool. But by this point, we were still trying to debate how we were going to part it or if we wanted to do up or if we wanted to do down. But this was a really, really fun install. It was really fun. So I began with just working on it and I wanted to show you guys what the back was looking like. Now the wig actually lost a little bit of color, probably like one tone of color when I had bleached the knots and I had to wash it. So the red had actually began to rinse out just a tad bit. Not too much, but just a tad. And I began to style. While her baby hair was laying and drying, I just made sure that I went ahead and pinned some of it up because this was a very full unit. Ended up getting the drop curls going on with my big old Revlon curlers. You can buy those at Walmart or Target. Just ended up doing wand curls all over. We decided to go with a side part, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I've done side parts on her before, and it's really, really nice because when your client has a lot of forehead but a low hairline, you know how to maneuver and you know how to make it just look beautiful and natural and don't even really have to put much thought into it. It's a craft when laying wigs, and I'm just so happy I was able to lay this one for the gods. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. All you have to do is just go ahead, put them finishing touches on it. I used a wax stick. I ended up making sure I flattened that, and look, I was pumped. I was like, I did that. I did that. Them one curls was popping, and she loved it. The hair was beautiful. By the way, the wig that was being used was Eayon Wigs. I will send a link below. Thank you guys so much. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, share, and follow me on social media. Bye. Stay pretty, gems. Love ya.